I don't have friends. I got family.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Whether you enjoy its brainless action or get irritated by its pure stupidity, you have to admit that the Fast Saga managed to do what no other franchise could possibly imagine. It turned mediocre film about group of illegal street racers into a super successful cinematic universe. Now, bear with me today, as I'm going to rank all the Fast and Furious movies from worst to best. For the record, this video represents my opinion, which doesn't have any academic value whatsoever. So feel free to agree, disagree, or just give me your Fast and Furious ranking in comment section below.
Let's do it.
Number 10. Too Fast, Too Furious. First off, what a dumb name. This franchise really gets too far when it comes to naming films. Too Fast, Too Furious, Fate of the Furious, what's next? Back to the Furious?
Great Scott.
Can't you just distinguish your films from each other with numbers? You know, like normal people do? Anyway, Too Fast, Too Furious represents the franchise at its worst, and not that it makes a valid argument, but even some hardcore Fast and Furious fans will agree with me. The film sacrifices its essence in an attempt to top its predecessor with action, and needless to say, it doesn't impress anyone these days. As a result, we get a dull movie with boring and predictable plot. Yeah, and we don't see the family guy in this one.
Who, me?
No, not that one.
Family.
Yeah, that's the guy. Number 9. Fast and Furious 4. This one is arguably one of the weakest iterations of this franchise. It is universally hated, and there are plenty of reasons for that, including boring plot and one-dimensional antagonists. It's not as bad for me as it is for everyone else though. After all, we see Dom and Brian meeting each other after their last race, which ultimately leads to a far superior movie. Despite its clumsy storytelling, Fast and Furious 4 has some compelling drama and goes deeper on main characters' development. Number 8. F9. The Fast Saga. If you love Transformers level ridiculous action that unintentionally makes you laugh, then this one is for you. This recent premiere gave us Fast and Furious at its most. Brightest visuals, biggest cast ensemble, and of course the most ridiculous premise. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. I mean, it takes a lot of skills to be able to turn off your logic and have fun with these films, and apparently a bunch of people are good at this, including me. I just can't shake the feeling that with F9 the Fast Saga became even dumber than before. The amount of sick madness that's going on the screen just makes any Marvel film seem super grounded and realistic. I'm terrified to imagine what will happen in the next film. Number 7. Fast and Furious 6. Speaking about mindless action, this is when series started to go over the top with it. We have a tank on a highway and an airport that's, according to my calculations, is like 20 miles long. The drama about Lady's amnesia and Dom's attempt to return her is just not convincing. And yeah, some action scenes are well paced, but at a certain point you just get sick of it. I guess I don't have to mention about Dominic's superhuman endurance in this film. He can harmlessly land on a windshield after flying with enormous speed, survive a fatal car accident, or take a bullet out of his body like it's something he does every day. Number 6. The Fate of the Furious. I can't say how, but I genuinely enjoyed this one. You see, starting from 6th film, all the Fast and Furious movies follow a certain formula. Main heroes team up against evil guy to stop him from possessing a super sci-fi bullshit device and destroying the world. And not that the 8th film was an exception, but it managed to bring in some intrigue and high stakes in form of Dom going rogue. As a result, it felt a little bit different and fresh, but not too much. We still got all the ludicrous action scenes like zombie cars or submarine chase. Yeah, cars are being chased by a submarine. It's normal in this universe, get over it. And of course, just like in any other film of this franchise, Dominic gets in a lethal situation and manages to survive. With the force of the family.
You serious?
Number 5. Hobbs Shaw. With this one, the Fast Saga officially crosses the line of sci-fi genre. And honestly, that makes things much easier for us. We have cybernetically enhanced dude with a badass bike that refers to himself as Black Superman, and 2 charismatic anti-heroes who chase him and constantly troll each other. What more can you ask? Yeah, it's dumb, primitive, full of cliches, but it managed to entertain with well-paced action and good sense of humor. Of course, we don't see Dom and the family, but to be honest, we don't really need to. In fact, the chemistry between Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham makes this one by far the funniest film of the franchise. Number 4. The Fast and the Furious. All these movies wouldn't be possible without the original. Released back in 2001, The Fast and Furious follows a group of illegal street racers and an undercover FBI agent. It's grounded, realistic, and sets off some of our beloved characters. While it may not be a film without flaws, the original Fast and Furious is kind of iconic, especially for viewers who consider themselves as car enthusiasts. Number 3. Furious 7. This is the most financially successful film of this franchise and one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Its production was severely damaged by tragic death of Paul Walker, but the way film handled it and paid sentimental tribute to him was better than anyone could expect. And yes, the film wasn't without over-the-top action that mostly involved cars parkouring from one building to another and skydiving. I know, sounds like a 6-year-old kid playing with his toys. But I gotta say, with all that mess, Furious 7 has some charm in it and is super fun to watch. Plus, it introduced a great villain played by yet another bald guy. By the way, what's up with this franchise's obsession with bald guys? Is this a new form of diversity and representation? Because I have a perfect candidate for the next film. Number 2. The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift. It's kind of a classic and I guess I just have a soft spot for it. Released in 2006, this standalone sequel follows high school teenager who is sent to live in Tokyo with his father and decides to join city's drifting community. Almost completely separated from rest of the franchise, story centers around young kid trying to find his place in foreign country. Ironically enough, Tokyo Drift is the only film of the franchise that predominantly involves actual cars racing, and all that packed with well-handled action sequences and impressive stunts. While the main protagonist may seem a bit boring, film managed to introduce us Han, one of the most beloved characters of this franchise. Number 1. Fast 5. This one is definitely the best. It set the blueprint of success for rest of the movies and single-handedly saved the franchise from doom. Fast 5 reinvented the series into adrenaline-fueled action spectacle, but did it in the right way. It is fun, thrilling, and its heart is in the right place. Fight scenes are epic and brutal, and the final chase with Bank Vault, while little over the top, was pretty compelling to watch. We get to see all the favorite heroes from previous films and receive one of the most fearsome temporary antagonists of the franchise. Yep, that's right, another bald guy. And here you have it, all the Fast and Furious movies ranked from worst to best. To make things simple, I didn't include any short films like Los Bandoleros. This video was guided exclusively by my biased opinion, so feel free to share your ranking in comment section below. Also hit the like button and subscribe to boost my self-esteem. See you next time, bye.